I have not talked about Gamba yet. I will be talking about it in a little bit, okay? But I know that you guys are fucking aching at some throbbing at the prospect of like a little bit of fucking conversation revolving around Gamba. But you already know what my fucking comments are on Gamba. It's dog shit. It's bad, and it unfortunately is too fucking it's too powerful for Twitch to do anything about it and for ESPN to do anything about it. They don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, like sports as we know it is changing in accordance to like DraftKings and sports gambling and sports booking and sports betting in general. And that's what capitalism is, okay? Holy shit, dude. Capitalism, folks. Now, look, the reality is xQc saying he's not going to Gamba and then going back into fucking gambling or feeling conflicted about it, but then going back and gambling, it's not great, okay? Especially considering the fact that, one, it's not great for him personally because he's like addicted to gambling, as he also mentions. But two, it's the most suicidal fucking vice out there. So it's not great. It's not great that like so many people who love him, like literally love him, are stands of him. So oftentimes we forget that like xQc has stands because like the juicers are not like K-pop fans, so it's different. But it's not different. There's so many fucking juicer stands out there, and I think that like someone who cares about their community, and xQc I believe does care about his community, would not fucking subject them to even one of them to potentially getting deeply, deeply addicted to gambling. Okay. And that likelihood is always there, okay? It's literally always there. Like, I don't know. Have you seen the post showing how X snuck a hashtag ad at the end of the stream title, Sag? No, I don't know what the... Those of us calling him out got banned. Yeah, xQc my boo-boo let me down for sure. Calling it 18 plus feels like a W. Hopefully it won't go as far as self-harm. Also, it puts 18 plus in his stream title, but doesn't enable mature audiences in his settings. Yeah, that doesn't change anything, bro. I don't think. You always criticize the wealthy for earning more money than they need, but now xQc does it? No, that's literally... No, that is another part of that, for sure. I think so. I think that is one part of that. Like fucking making money from ads or whatever, like maxing out your revenue in many different ways is like maxing out your revenue in ways like that are whatever. There are ways that like where you're running ads or getting subs or anything like that is one thing, but saying everyone has their price, they are so out of touch with actual real people. What do you mean? Everyone does have their price. Miskiff is right when he says everyone has their price. And so does certainly xQc has it too. I think that's what it is. That's precisely what it is. I think that the expectation that everyone is going to be like everyone's going to be like this or care about this and not actually I don't know, not actually like fucking give in to the whims is a silly one. It's a silly expectation. Do you think this could restart the slots meta? It already is here. It didn't even go. You said you don't, though? I know, but I don't expect other people to also have that kind of attitude, is what I'm saying. Okay? Just because I don't have it doesn't mean that like my expectation is what everyone is supposed to be like that as well. Okay? And I not only that, but I also fucking literally tell you like to not have that expectation of every single human. But I do think that it's not great when you are, you know, the number one streamer on the platform. You love your community. And then, you know, this isn't a safe space for xQc hate either. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the guy at all. But it's just this is not great. His Reddit and chat are all mad at him. His juicers were ashamed of him right now. Dude, I don't... It's hard as a wage cuck like myself seeing 1,000 times my paycheck get smoked in 5 seconds. Yeah, that's not the problem, Geophorio, okay? Like, yeah, that seems fucking ridiculous, but that's not the issue at hand here. The issue at hand is like, seeing people literally fucking like knowing full well that people will turn around and get fucking addicted to gamba, and you know, act like that's not a real thing. Like, that's why you're being paid. That's the reason why you're being paid, is because the company will find fucking whales in your audience. Whales as in people that will pay that return on the original investment of a fucking ad in an incredible manner. Okay? And that is how these guys fund their entire fucking multi-billion-dollar operation. Those whales are going to come from your fan base, from everyone's fan base, but definitely yours as well. I don't know. It is what it is. Life moves on. I have enough things to worry about personally as you do. Most people are truly concerned with this. Yeah, nice bathroom is because you're a fucking juicer. Okay, that's it. And a lot of juicers are like this, and they will overlook it and be like, I love my juicer. It's fine. But be advertising it too, right? Plain? What? Do the creators like xQc ever express frustration that they get extra scrutiny because they're connected to you? No, no one fucking thinks xQc and I are even friends, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Literally, people. What? You think I'm the reason why he's getting fucking criticism? I'm not the reason why he's getting criticism. He's getting criticism because, like, he literally, deep down inside, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but probably recognizes that he's in the wrong in this one, and also. Okay, don't unban Facatus. xQc shits on you sometimes too. I mean, I know. Anyway, the reason, yeah, don't unban Facatus. The reason why people are criticizing xQc is because he said, I think he kind of recognizes, at least from what he said before, he kind of recognizes that what he's doing is not great. Okay? And also on top of that has said conflicting things in the past and has like kind of hidden that he was gonna do gamba, from what I understand, or at least that's what people are saying. You know what I mean? It's the hypocrisy. That's what people always look for is basically hypocrisy. That's what they care about. It's like, is this hypocritical or not? They don't even think about the fucking real world consequences or the impact. They only think about like the hypocrisy, and they think that this is a hypocritical thing that he's doing, and that's why they're actually mad. He apparently said no gamba yesterday in a vid or something. You're being criticized for your lack of a hardline stance against a person who's known as a friend. At least that's what I'm a bit sad about. Dude, fucking shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up, okay? I'm literally criticizing him. It's just not to your liking. And I have consistently criticized him on this matter over and over again. There are videos out there with like millions of fucking views of me and Ethan Klein quite literally debating him on the matter. You just want me to like what? Go to his house and kill him? Is that what you want me to do? Shut the fuck up, you parasocial fucking dweeb lord. You came in here because you wanted me to say some shit so you can clip it and then put it there like a little fucking puppet master, like a fucking freak, like a twisted freak puppet master in your mind. Okay? That's it. Fucking Shadow's been trying to get you to shit on him for 3 days. I know. And you know what my opinions are on this. We've talked about this so many fucking times. But like, it is such a betrayal of your own personal values. If you like legitimately care about gambling and its impact on people like I do, okay? You're just not blowing it up. Lemafeo can have a constructive, critical conversation. Doesn't always have to be a witch hunt. I wish those people got less attention from me. They want this reaction from you. Yeah. Yeah, we watched him literally talk about how he understands gambling is bad on Pokey's stream last week, and we watched that last week. And I talked about it last week. So right now, that is... what do you call it? That's where I'm at. I don't know if it's gamba hours, but is his thoughts and perspective on the gambling? What is this? Here, I mean, dude, here, this is what you guys were talking about, right? It's like he talked about xQc gaslighting a donator who predicted his gambling stream a day before his sponsorship announcement.
No one believes that you who gambles a ton of money off stream gives a shit about some garbage CSGO cases. You are using this to start streaming slots again.
What are you talking about then?
Don't become a fake money scammer like Train Sag.
What are you talking about? This is pure delusion. What is wrong with you?
Why is Dono 20 minutes late?
Holy shit, you're mental.
20 minutes ago, fire.
He's clearly addicted to the gambling and sad to see. Yes, I know. And I said this about Train back in the day as well. I think that like a lot of people don't understand that itself, like being clearly addicted to gambling itself is like, some people see that as like an out. Oh, he's just like, he's personally addicted to it. Also, I don't know how the fuck that Dono nailed it, but why is Gambit still allowed on Twitch? That's a thing that I will give you an answer on in a second. These chatters don't actually care about this shit. They just want to fucking drama farm. It's fucking cringe and childish. They act like they're all little reality TV producers. I know. Talking about online gambling, how dangerous and problematic it is. The focus on criticizing the personalities is lib shit. Yes, that is it. It's such a fucking pathetic and weird little thing to just like try to utilize this as an opportunity to just be like, dude, Hasan is shitting on you. Look, like Hasan is shitting on you. Go ahead, like fucking give us your take. And then he's gonna turn around and be like, Hasan's a fucking idiot. He's a socialist, but he fucking betrays his values of socialism by saying some dumb shit, and then everyone is gonna be like, based, bro, based. I actually love gambling now, and then they're all gonna pathetically fucking lose all their goddamn money because they're not that Daddy Warbucks xQc over here. Okay, you're an average person. If you're an average person, you take your fucking mommy's little credit card and try to like open up a crypto wallet so you can go gamble. You're gonna get addicted so fucking quick. Gambling addiction is very different than all other kinds of addiction. Okay. Gambling addiction is not about chasing the high of W's. It's actually just chasing the high of uncertainty. There are clinical studies conducted on the matter, okay? One of the things that people have found out, and I didn't know this either personally, is that you're not actually fucking chasing a W or an L or whatever. The moment that your fucking brain activity actually spikes is literally the lead up. It's the uncertainty. It's the reveal. That is what you're fucking going after. And that's why it's so terrifying, because you get that fucking crack hit. You get that crack hit whether you win or you lose. Do you understand? It's the anticipation. That's why it's so addictive. And the stake slots are some of the worst, okay? Because it's all, there's a reason why it's, there's a reason why it is so colorful and all these sounds and shit. Like, it's supposed to be captivating. If you're a complete brain dead person, you will follow his steps and gamble yourself. No one should blame someone else for their mistakes, in my opinion. I do understand what you're saying. Okay. That's a great take and all, okay? And I understand that. Like, oh, whoa, what the fuck? Like, well, people should be able to conduct themselves. Okay, does that mean we as content creators have no personal responsibility? What are you talking about? It's such a fucking stupid take, dude. I'm sorry. Like, there is a degree, okay? There are certain ways that people conduct themselves that's a bad example to children or whatever that I don't give a fuck about. I myself engage in some of those actions as well. Like, I'm not fucking yelling at xQc or getting upset with xQc because he's like a fucking toxic shitlord sometimes, okay? And that's like kind of his content. That's not it. Like, you can, that's a negative influence on our youth or whatever the fuck, but that doesn't mean anything. That's like ultimately nowhere near as damaging as like getting people addicted to Gamba, especially young kids that love him, okay? Like, these are people who love him. And a lot of them are super young. And you know his profound influence because they speak like him. They literally start speaking pagan English like him. They change their speech patterns to how he speaks. And when you recognize that kind of, influence that you have over people that you, in your community that you've cultivated, that you love, that you care for, You shouldn't fucking trap them in. You shouldn't do this and then basically get a couple of them, even if it's like 1 or 2 or 10 out of the hundreds of thousands of people watching, into a lifetime of debt and awfulness. You're doing it right now, lol. A toxic shitlord, Lamau. I mean, I'm a toxic shitlord too. That's exactly what I'm saying. You are a fucking brain dead ape, though, I think, if you don't understand that. I'm literally stating that. I am a fucking toxic shitlord from time to time, too. That's not the kind of behavior that I'm like here to police or anything like that. And ultimately, the only thing I'm saying is if you care about your community, then you shouldn't, you shouldn't even risk potentially getting them addicted. And saying that, lol, you aren't at all, though. Come on, dude. Okay, I'm not like a super toxic shitlord, but, Do you think it's Twitch's fault at the end of the day? I think Twitch plays a role in this, certainly. But the unfortunate reality is, no matter what happens, because gambling websites are so rich and so good at generating revenue, that's all that matters in the end, okay? Look at fucking Herbalife. It's a multi-level marketing scheme, but it's legitimate. Look at Amway. It's legitimate. Why? Because they have so much money that they can actually lobby the government to bring legitimacy to it. And the same concept goes for Twitch. Twitch bans slots. Okay, well, there's plenty of fucking gambling sponsors on the website. What are they going to do about that? Gambling is in every facet of our lives, and many people don't even fucking recognize it. It is literally it plays a fundamental role in ESPN and the NFL and the NBA. There are prop bets popping off all the time. Games are changing now, specifically so that there are more gambling opportunities within the games. Like, you're seeing this happen around you, and it's very difficult to comprehend, but the only reason why it is impossible, that tide is impossible to fucking push back against, is because of how much money and how much revenue those companies are generating. And revenue is legitimacy, okay? So what the fuck is Twitch supposed to do? Oh yeah, we're going to ban gambling? Okay, well, they're going to ban gambling, but does that mean that like they're not going to get Gamba sponsorships? Like, what about DraftKings, FanDuel, like all these other companies that straight up actually have, they straight up actually fucking have gambling sponsorships. Twitch has gambling sponsorships. People really believe that a website that's specifically designed to make you bet more and more won't have any effect on really dumb and impressionable people. And people also think they're different. They're built differently. They think that, like, not me, dude. Other people are stupid. They'll get addicted to gambling, not me. And then before you know it, you're like, holy fuck, what happened to my life, dude? Okay? You think you're the first guy who thinks they're above the temptation of a vice like this? You're not. All of those motherfuckers that started off thought that they were above it. Literally every single one. No one gets into it being like, I am a pathetic addict and I want to start gambling so I can build a gambling addiction. They all start by looking at other fucking people going, look at these fucking losers. Imagine, I'm built differently though. I'm gonna be above it. I can do it on my own. Once again, trigger warning, suicide, but 1 out of 5 gambling addicts try to attempt to commit suicide. Okay, it is the most suicidal vice. It is the most suicidal vice out of all the vices. Also, really desperate people who might spend money they can't spare because they've become convinced they'll win it back somehow to solve all their financial problems. Exactly. Psychologist here that treats gambling addiction. This is 100% correct. Also, near misses is more reinforcing than actually winning. Appreciate you talking about this because most do not care about it or bring it up. The issue is that they quote the 1% that have a gambling disorder, but for that 1% it's so life damaging, not to mention the bigger percentage of having problematic gambling. Yes, and that 1% with gambling disorders, like the real gambling addicts, is exactly the people that actually fund these websites. That's why. Why do you think gambling websites can get away with literally giving you like free money? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Do you ever feel like it's kind of odd that if you go to a gambling website, they literally give you just money for no reason? Because they want to hook you, okay? They want to hook you. And they spend $1 million, okay, giving $1,000 to like every single person that goes into that fucking website, right? And crank the wheel or whatever the fuck, crank the fucking slots. But out of the thousands of people that you brought in with their foot in the door, there's going to be 10 people or 100 people that actually keep the entire thing afloat by paying dividends. Okay, it is a gigantic return on investment for them, and that's precisely why they can basically pay Twitch streamers like millions of fucking dollars a month to do this kind of thing, because they know that when you reach an incredibly large audience of impressionable people that love you, that want to fucking be like you, that are going to copy the things that you're doing out of love for you, and because it is fun. Gambling is fucking fun, unfortunately, okay? They've mathematically figured out how to make it as fun as possible, okay? That they're going to get so much more in return for that investment. This is capitalism. Nobody fucking is giving xQc money or Trainwreck's money or any number of these other slot streamers money out of the kindness of their fucking hearts. They're not like, yeah, let me give some money to this streamer, and maybe we'll just lose money on this, but it'll be fine in the long run because he's like a cool guy. Like, no, that's not how that works. And they're doing it for They're also doing it for like fucking Drake too, you know what I mean? There's so many other people that they're doing, and this is how they gain legitimacy. Did you do it for a certain amount, like 40 million a year? No, dude, no. I make enough money, but I don't have that expectation that like other people are also going to be like constantly not trying to maximize their revenue. I understand why people want to maximize their revenue. Like, this industry that we're in is unstable. It's volatile. People want to fucking max out, get the bag, and leave. And that's why, like, when we were talking about fucking Ninja, for example, he did the right thing for him. Like, that was his goal, right? People want to rev max. Isn't shit you're telling common knowledge, lol? I mean, common knowledge is not always very common, especially in a fucking platform like this. But yeah, all gambling monetization is focused on getting whales who will destroy their lives for an addiction. That's where they make all their money. Exactly. That's how it works. And those whales are going to be your fucking fans if you're a Twitch streamer. That's just the truth. But xQc already made life-changing money, all right? Yeah, no, that's a separate point for me in particular, is that like like I'm not, I don't know. I don't like the habit of like pocket watching, but like there is one thing that I was critical of with celebrities like Matt Damon and all these other fucking celebrities that were like literally doing crypto schemes and like rug pulls, where I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you have enough money. You made so much money. You're going to fucking try to milk your fan base further by like putting them in a horrible situation, and then, milk the remaining fucking crumbs that they have. Now that we're in an asset bubble and they have like a little bit of fucking disposable income as a consequence of the pandemic, you're just gonna steal that from them? Fuck you. That's fucked up. That's what I was saying about fucking Matt Damon and the like, who did all those crypto things, right? That was fucked up. I feel the same way about this as well, where it's like, where like you have a lot of money, you're a very successful person. It's awesome. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think it's great to just like push your fan base potentially, even if it's like one person or two people or 10 people or 100 people, and the likelihood that there's going to be a lot more because of so much the profound amount of power you have over your audience. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of people that get hooked into that world that I'm pretty sure he would not want them to fucking lose themselves in this circumstance. Now, having said all of that, like, I don't know. It's just hunting for whales, a business model. Every gaming company, us getting into Twitch can't ban gambling because it's like banning the future of gaming. Unfortunately, yeah, it fucking sucks. I know, and the other part of this is like, look, there's going to be so many. Like, when people hear this take, when xQc hears this take, if he ever fucking watches it, he's going to turn around and mold and like look for deflections, like deflection mechanisms. Here, I'll give you the fucking arguments. You probably do. All gambling is false advertising, or all false advertising is like still false advertising, and that like I'm an addict personally. That's why I'm doing it. Or fucking. Shut up, you don't live your truth or your values either, or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna It's going to be like that. And I'm sure the juicers will fucking jump on board with that too. Ultimately, that doesn't change anything that I just said. Okay? And not only that, but I don't subscribe to those values. Like, I personally don't do stuff like that, right? And even then, even fucking then, I don't even expect other people not to, okay? But there's so many different fucking avenues of making money that, like, some things should probably be, some things we shouldn't push for, okay? That's all I'm saying. And I think this is one of those things. My ex literally developed a gambling addiction because of xQc's gambling streams. He never gambled until he streamed it, then lost thousands and became a completely different person. Sag. Why would these people watch these streamers lose millions and then go gamble? Dude, are you fucking stupid? How many times do I have to describe this to you, dude? How many times? Okay, I shouldn't say you're stupid. Okay, maybe you're just not aware or not knowledgeable. People see the positive. People see the wins, and then they go, I could do that. That's it. The wins are more memorable than the fucking sequence of losses that come through. And it doesn't matter. And then you think, I can literally do this. I'm better. I can stop myself. But you can't. Okay? And to the other people who are saying deadass weird seeing xQc wasting yearly salaries within an hour, dude, that's the content in and of itself, okay? That's part of that's the other half of the reason why he's doing it. That's why people want to watch, because people want to watch people lose $1 million in like 10 minutes, okay? Because it's crazy. You're like, what the fuck? And that's why so many people are fucking tapped in. But what they don't realize is in that process, you're watching and you're learning that behavior, and you're thinking to your mind, you're thinking in your own mind that you yourself are going to fucking get addicted. Since when is Hasan a psychologist? Since I fucked your mother, dude, and I'm prescribing you to a healthy diet of shutting the fuck up, all right, idiot? I'm not a psychologist, obviously, but I have done some reading on this matter, okay? And there are, like, just Google it yourself and you will recognize it. Like, you think, I sometimes check myself where I think, like, am I being like too much of a annoying, like, fucking don't do that kind of guy? Right? Like, who am I to judge what other people do or whatever the fuck, right? Like, but this is a genuinely terrifying thing. This is the issue. Train, for example, does tell people how bad gambling is and play his video when he wins. He also has an older audience who should be as sucked in, but equally Stake aren't sponsoring him if he isn't bringing in more than he costs. So even with him showing the negatives, it isn't stopping people. Of course it's not. Why the fuck? Bro, literally, why in the ever-loving fuck do you think companies would turn around and actually fucking sponsor streamers out of the kindness of their fucking hearts? When I'm doing an ad, when I'm doing a hashtag ad, there is an underlying assumption that the company thinks that no matter how much money they give me, they're going to make more in return. Their goal is, like, they're going to have more revenue in return, okay? That's the point. That's why people do ads. It's just so, I don't know. It's scary shit, dude. It actually is scary fucking shit. Anyway, here, what is this other one?
Yo,
Mike.
wait, Mike, that one.
xQc goes back to the sponsored gambling after being sorry and quitting a year ago. Silently placed ad at the end of the title. No Gamba in the clip. Give on gamble sponsorships if a lot of money.
C doesn't say that. No one thinks gambling is good. Everyone thinks gambling is a bad thing. It's not a good thing. You can't make an argument and say gambling is good. But I just think everyone has a fucking price at the end of the day. including myself. I've already said that. If I got offered $20 million fucking dollars, do I think I'd take it realistically?
Is this motherfucker just like baiting to get a $20 million steak sponsorship right now? Is that what's happening? Come on, bro.
If I got paid $250 million a year, I would be like question marking myself every second and being like, what the fuck do I do? And I'm sorry, I'm human. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that I would not, and I'm some moral god. I think everyone does have a price at the end of the
Come on, bro. Jesus Christ.
day. It's just a matter of how high. $20 million a month, I'm saying, chat.
If this is happening, there's only one to blame, is Twitch. If people ruin their lives because they saw a streamer gamble and they followed and lost their money, it's Twitch's fault for not banning it. I mean, Twitch is fucking culpable too, certainly. But if you also understand that Twitch is culpable for it, you recognize that like human beings are capable of making decisions that are a little bit better, right? Anyway, dude, like I said, look, I don't have a price. I won't do it. I'm very, very, very against it. But that doesn't mean that like my expectation is everyone else is going to be like this. I am also understanding of people who are falling into the whims of trying to make more money. But the question I always have for people is this: do you not have enough? Do you not have enough? What level of like what is the amount of money that you're basically saying like I don't give a shit, like I don't give a fuck if I am basically returning $20 million of like money from my fan base, $20 million plus money from my fan base to the company? Because if you're getting paid $20 million a month, okay, that means the stake thinks that you can make them $20 million plus a month, okay? That's a lot of fucking money that they're milking from your fan base at that point. Bro, these guys are trying to become billionaires. What do you expect, lol? xQc stopped gambling because there was a problem, and now saying he was wrong. There is no problem with gambling, even after acknowledging viewers lose money because of it. That's my problem. To him, it's not an issue. Yeah, I don't like that either. Like, if your only problem with xQc gambling is that he's hypocritical about it, then you don't have a problem with him gambling. You just have a problem with hypocrisy. And that's such a strange, like, debate pervert thing to focus on. I don't give a fuck about, like, him being hypocritical. Of course he's hypocritical. Human beings are hypocritical, okay? I don't care about hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is, like, beefing up your argument in this situation. But ultimately, what I do care about is, like, you know, people actually fucking gambling and losing money in your fan base. $20 million, fuck ethics, get the bag. I'd like to make a small million per month. What's up, Austin? It's pure debate pervertry. They think hypocrisy watching matters. Yeah, hypocrisy doesn't matter. You have to have, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, hypocrisy basically fucking beefs up your side of the argument to most people, but ultimately I care about the impact, right? And if you care about the impact, then what? Like, would you not have an issue with xQc if he was like, gambling is actually fucking sick and I love gambling? If he had never been conflicted on gambling, you know what I mean? Then it's okay. No, right? Or maybe for you it would be okay. So I don't know. But for me, I care more about, like I said, Asmigol talks about Twitch career and xQc gambling. Warning loud.
A lot of people might not remember about, you guys might not remember this entirely about streaming, is that whenever you're a streamer, your career can be over. It can be over immediately. It can be over like bing, bang, boom, bada boom, bada bang. Look at Dr. Disrespect. Now he went back on YouTube. He did quite well. Think about all the other people. Think about people like Ice Poseidon. You know? Everybody sees that.
Your ex is legit addicted and he's lost a ton, so this is probably a way to recoup some. Still awful pattern and it will continue. I think a lot of simps of xQc are, I'm sorry to say this, but some of you are fucking, you know, dick eating pretty hard. You're dick riding like super fucking hard. When you literally say stuff like that, that's a way to cope. Like, that's literally just to be like, oh, you know, he's just a small being. Like, he himself is a victim of addiction. Okay, then what the fuck? Like, he's literally subjecting that to people that don't make tens of millions of dollars a year. You know what I mean? If you literally fucking see that as a justification, then don't you understand that the impact is far, far, far more significant? That's just copium. Do you guys, some of you have either never been addicts or never been around addicts, and it fucking shows. An addicted person will do everything and anything they can to justify their addiction. Oh yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm just taking a fucking gambling stream because like I want to recoup my losses. Yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah, that's addiction 101. Do you not understand that? That's literally what fucking addicts do. And they become professionals at like fucking cognitive dissonance and using anything and everything they can to both barter with themselves, okay? Because inside of the mind of an addict, there is always, and I know this from my own personal addictions, okay? From my own personal addictions, I know this. I know what it's like to combat addiction. It's a lifelong fucking struggle, okay? Not gambling addiction, luckily, thank God, but other addictions. And let me tell you something. When you're an addict, you're fucking debating in your mind all the time. You're debating your own consciousness regularly. You're trying to justify it regularly, okay? And of course, to the outside world, like whenever you're actually being pushed, to fucking not gamble by people that are trying to get you out of this situation, you literally use that same addiction, same fucking same debating that's going on in your mind to the outside world as well. Addicts make deals with themselves, and we always break those deals. Yeah.
Your time here.
But then, isn't it obvious why he would do it? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I know why he's doing it. He wants to do it to make money. That doesn't justify it. I don't know.
Is limited, and
also, why are you pointing to his fucking? He just loses argument, dude. What do you? These are kids, dude. xQc updates is run by like 14-year-olds, my friend. You're pointing to what his like 14-year-old fan base is doing as a defense mechanism for him. xQc started with 250K defaulted 240 and ended up with a balance of 504K for a profit of 14K. Oh my god. Oh. We should watch a Louis Theroux doc where he talks to the fucked up big state gamblers. Yeah, no, I know. Gamba helplines are pinned on his subreddit. Shut the fuck up. I think this whole thing is Twitch's fault. I agree with Asman. I agree it's terrible, but the way you get off Twitch is by saying this to Twitch, not individual creators. I was addicted to trading and also betting, either sports betting or slots. I can confirm this is fucked up. This one will be the one. I'm wasting so much money. Let me get it all back. Yeah. Worst thing about this is that the sponsor money will go back to Stake when he gambles it offline, so that all the left is thousands of people addicted. Stake wins to 2x. Yes. Hard part is just one slip costs you months, if not years of spiraling. Yeah, that's it. Once some people are not like that, but me, like, I know I'm a fucking addict. You know what I mean? I just. All right, where's the xQc take on this? xQc's take on the current predicament with gambling, 15 hours ago. I told the mods not to delete any threads and comments, so I would let the community voice their concerns organically. Every day, it's a new complaint, a new problem. People got so mad at me for doing Tariba for content in a content drought. I don't know what the fuck Tariba is. I'm not a hypocrite. I literally changed perspective and voiced that very clearly over the last months. I'm not here to be a role model. I'm here to have some fun, so I'll do until it becomes boring. I won't watch anymore. Okay, turn the computer off and go speak with your parents and peers if you want a role model for your moral compass. That hurt me. If you are genuinely hurt by a broadcaster doing something on their own that doesn't involve you, you probably shouldn't be watching streams. As was already in the title before I even clicked off Amber's trials, if you push misinfo, you will get smoked. Nah, I don't care. Post my logs to LSF all you want. They praise some for taking some deals and dangle it above my head like their sense of misplaced morality impacts my moves. Talking about misgive here. Making fun of me being addicted like it's a joke. Memes flying around, public opinion clowning on me for it. The minute it reflects back on them, now it's time to find victims and cry wolf. Backwards ass people thinking that idiot aiming to entertain me rips away all free from vulnerable individuals. Get a grip on your own life before fixing mine. Yeah, dude, this is fucking... Dude, you can't fucking simultaneously be like, I'm a fucking victim of addiction and you're making fun of my addiction while also recognizing that this is an incredibly addictive thing that even you yourself have been able to, you yourself have gotten into, that, you know, you're subjecting your fan base to who love you, you know? That's, I don't know. I apologize because people led me to believe there was a problem. I was wrong. There isn't any problem. Sorry for apologizing. Why would I take Gamba complaints more seriously than mobile game complaint threads? Like I said, no opinions will be suppressed except for legitimate misinformation like the hashtag thing, 2022 xQc despair mobile game trash content. You want to see despair? I'll show you despair. Yeah. Perfect awful example. I started gambling for fun in March 2021 when X took his first sponsor. I'm an accountant and clearly know that the odds are in favor of the casino, but once you get addicted, your brain completely ignores the common sense and wants that dopamine rush. I went bankrupt this year at the age of 26. I have hope that I will eventually recover from this because I'm still young, but I'm still struggling at the moment. Even without a credit card because of the bankruptcy, I still managed to find a way to buy crypto with my paychecks to gamble more. Jesus Christ, dude. That's literally on you. I put $100 lost and never put in more again. Oh, sick, dude. Have you thought about having some self-control? What a degen. It's entertainment, not a way to make money. ... Damn, dude. Well, there you go. There you fucking go, dude. Look, it's you know, this is gonna be fake post. His name is CX Tryhard. Maybe. Could be. You're right. It could be. 100%. It could be fake. Now, having said that, this is a very real experience. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, okay. I guess, yeah, that doesn't happen to people. You're right. Is that your argument? Is that your argument about this? That this doesn't happen to people? That's actually a fake post? Is that what you think? And for people saying like get help in xQc's chat and getting auto modded or whatever, like what do you think, dude? He's of course he's gonna fucking clap you. Of course he's gonna clap your ass cheeks. Okay, obviously you're also not helping when you say just get help. And his own personal addiction. Updated hashtag ad post. X sneaks in the hashtag ad at the end of the really long title 10 minutes after you already started gambling. He also never verbally mentioned it, but keep removing my post mod. Is this the fake thing? Is this the fake news that he's saying? Oh, stream title changes. Like now, Big Juicer insane. Hashtag ad. As someone used to be addicted to opening up packs in sports games like NBA 2K, you're 100% right. Is really scared to see this, especially given how young and impressionable the Twitch audience is. Yeah. That probably aggregates him, but maybe you can personally talk to him. No, bro, he doesn't fucking listen to me. I've tried reaching out to him on other shit before. He like literally doesn't fucking respond to me. Okay, and I'm sure that me talking about this is gonna make it even less likely that he'll respond to me. Let's be fucking real. Unless we can like make content out of it, I guess, and like debate or some shit. Like I've reached out to him for other stuff unrelated, and he has not responded. Like the last time he fucking DM'd me was, I think when like Ukraine was happening or something, and he wanted to talk about it, but I was in the middle of like fucking describing some chaotic shit, and I didn't get back to him. Does putting 18 plus in his title actually protect him? No, dude. Twitch already has a fucking 18 plus mature paywall or whatever. Not a paywall, but like Twitch has the capability of like actually switching your stream into an 18 plus stream, and he's not doing that because, you know, that would cut out his audience. Like even a little bit of restriction in that situation would actually cut into the audience that he has. So he's not doing that, but it doesn't matter. That the 18 plus bypass is like super easy anyway to move around. xQc's not the only one doing slots launches. I won't name names, but it's other streamers in your circle that may or may not be watching right now. Yeah, no, I know that there are plenty of fucking people that do it. Yeah, I don't know why you're pointing this out. Do you think that this is like, do you think that this is a way to? I don't know, like how you're like defending Juicer, your Juice Lord or something. Like I don't get it. I know, it's wrong. It's wrong when they do it too. Especially slots, like especially fucking slots, dude. Okay, slots are just like maximized to fucking milk the most and as mathematically quick mathematically quick time period as possible. And every single streamer knows this. Okay, they know this. They can't help themselves. They can't stop themselves, and it's bad. Yeah, it is like the fent of gambling, but like way more accessible than fentanyl. 2022 study has found that emerging gambling problems and suggested interventions. A systematic review of empirical research by Murat Akçayır. That's a Turk. Can't trust this article now. The goal of the present systematic review is to identify emerging gambling problems and the harm minimization strategies proposed to address them. Dude, so many. Forget you told Yasuo in person that you don't like the gambling streams? Yeah, 100%. It probably like worsened our relationship. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I still love him, but you know, this is how people make money. And they probably see it as like me fucking up their bag. You know what I mean? But we're such profoundly fortunate people as content creators, dude. Like, we're literally like a million times luckier than every fucking average normie human being to be able to be in this position. If you're a Twitch streamer that's like relatively successful, you are in the top 1% of 1% of 1% of fucking luck. Like, we've already lucked out. I don't know. I find the trying to like milk it as hard as possible and trying to maximize revenue beyond like the normal forms, like fucking merchandise, and everything else is not good. Especially because I can't help but think about the potential consequences that are immediate. How has chat made you even look into this? Gambling addiction is so widely accepted the government even has to do PSAs, and it's omega lobbied in favor. It does so much harm that even with the infinite money casinos we still see PSAs. Yeah, except that clearly doesn't stop the casinos from still making, you know, billions of dollars. And not only that, but also this is even worse. This is the next level because this is significantly more accessible. Okay. This is infinitely more. You are the only streamer that I've ever heard admit that. But what, that I'm profoundly lucky and we already make like a shitload of fucking money, like boatloads of money. Glad you're talking about this and not trying to justify gambling like other streamers are doing right now. Other streamers are justifying gambling because they they probably are going to get sponsorships. See more sponsorships on the platform probably. I mean, Aiden Ross got banned, so I'm sure that fucking Steak has like a lot of cash readily available to juice some other people. Giga Chad Netherlands banned online gambling a few years ago. No CSGO, chess, etc. allowed. Wonder how long it will take before EU goes after Twitch. I mean, it won't matter. It'll just be like you won't be able to access certain things. Like people in Turkey, I'm pretty sure can't access the prediction gamba in my chat. Studies show the dopamine hit doesn't even come from winning. Yes, I know. I talked about it. I talked about that earlier. Do you levy the same criticism against Ludwig and poker? I can totally see the difference between poker and slots, but I don't know if the line is before or after poker, to be honest. Poker is also gambling, okay? Poker is also gambling. But there's at least something, in my opinion, that turns it into like a game. It's not skill, it's still gambling, but there's at least like some level of skill involved, whereas just slots is just pushing a button and luck. That's it. Same with blackjack, too. Like you have to at least like know certain things. It's still fucking gambling. Do not misunderstand me. But there is a degree of acceptability, in my opinion, when you're like, you know, it's still fucking RNG, mostly, overwhelmingly RNG. It's not skill, but the same 10 players make it to the finals every time. Come on, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, you're crazy. There's still a fuckload of it's gambling. Poker is still gambling, chatter. Like, yes, there's skill involved, but you need to learn the rules and shit. But it's 100% skill. Dude, you are crazy, dude. Yeah, what happens when your cards are dog shit? Then you have to bluff, right? You have to play well. You have to play your cards, right? Okay, what happens if you just have a shit hand the entire night? Ultimately, you could be the most skillful motherfucker, but if you have a shit hand the entire night, you're just folding. You're just folding over and over and over again. You're just like slowly giving more money. Okay? All those slots for streamers run off special streamer servers with skewed odds and virtual money. They aren't even gambling away their actual money. It's a pure win-win for them. There have been investigations in Germany. You don't know that. There is no proof of this. I mean, if there is proof of this, then that makes it horrifying and somehow even worse. But there is, I don't think, any proof for that. So, yeah. And poker, there's still rakes, still bad beats, so you can play it perfect and lose terrible. Yeah. Unless you're a professional player who put a quadrillion hours into studying poker, it's gambling. I mean, even then, it's just like there's a level of skill involved clearly that makes it different. Which is why I'm saying, like, I see. Maybe you'll say I'm not gonna do a poker stream, right? I'm not gonna fucking take a gambling sponsorship. But I understand why there's a difference between like playing poker and especially in like a tournament or something where like there is a level of skill involved for sure. So. That's different. That's definitely different than just fucking cranking the slots. What do you think about sports betting? It's pretty big in the Netherlands amongst the youth to just drop a few euros in. Sports betting is also, once again, gambling, right? Sports betting is like turning it into a little bit like, depending on what kind of sports betting you're doing, turning it a little bit into the stock market, I guess. But even then, it's still fucking gambling, okay? It's still gambling, of course. But none are as bad, personally, as fucking slots. Nah, NBA is fixed. Okay, shut up. I can't wait for the conversation to move away from, do you feel like it's not a big deal that, you know, you might actually get some of the people that fucking love you into a horrible circumstance where they might actually lose their lives even and all of their fucking money, all their family's money, do you think it's worth it? The conversation is going to move from that question not being answered to like, well, Hasan, you said poker is not like the same as gambling, but it actually is. Or Hasan, like, or this person fucking did a alcohol sponsorship. That person did a gamble sponsorship, but then went back on it. Like, dude, that doesn't change the reality. Just answer the question. That's my question. Is it worth it? And xQc thinks it's worth it, but I don't know. I think it's just because, once again, he is personally is doing massive amounts of copium inhalation to justify it in his own mind, which is what addicts do as well. I worked at a casino for a while, told my normie ex-coworker about online casinos, and he was shocked at how easy it is for people to gamble. We would see regulars sitting at machines for days in the same spot. Old, young, it didn't matter. This shit is 10 times worse since you don't leave your home. Yes. Oh my God, Cawthorn is losing. Oh my God. More votes just dropped and Edwards is taking the lead over Cawthorn, and Edwards is above the threshold for a runoff. Oh no. Oh no. Our boy Cawthorn is getting fucking clapped currently. This is 10%. There are fuckloads of ads on TV for sport gambling in the Netherlands. Yes. So here's the thing. Okay? And for the record, people being like, I'm sure Stake, the most legit company in the world, incorporated in Curacao, of all places, pays people millions a month of gambling propaganda, would not skew the odds of said people. Your suspicions are understandable. Okay? Your suspicions are understandable. But if in the absence of proof, putting out a statement like that, without any proof whatsoever, other than just your own personal suspicions, only will allow the your interlocutor to basically use that against you and be like, "You're lying. See, you're lying. This guy just like hates me and hates gambling or anything like that." Like, and then they'll fucking turn around and act like they won the fucking argument or some shit, even though people are still losing no matter what happens. I don't understand how gamers who fucking have like a natural predisposition to fucking scams and like microtransactions, like and loot boxes and shit, don't understand that like this is even worse than that. It's a direct cash infusion to the fucking to the online casino. Pat McAfee is one of the biggest YouTube streamers, and he has $120 million over 4 years FanDuel contracts. What the fuck? He got a $120 million deal with FanDuel. Yeah, it's a wrap, by the way. Like, that's what I'm saying. Video game developers skew the odds. Why wouldn't this shit company? I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. And there is no control mechanism other than like our confidence in the company. But I think it's like a third-party program anyway. Stake and others use third-party programs, but who knows? But I said the same thing. TGS gamers literally compare loot boxes to gambling, but now I guess actual gambling is cool. It's insane. I don't think people think actual gambling is cool, but where's Twitch's role in this? Isn't blaming individual streamers the same as blaming individual shouters for not subscribing and avoiding the top of the hour ad break? Fuck you, okay? Fuck yourself. At the top of the hour, there is a 60-second ad break. Good, thank you, okay? Thanks, chatter. I mean, I guess I wasn't gonna fucking segue it myself anyway because this is a serious issue, but yes, if you no longer want to see those ads, you can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get one free Prime subscription a month. You can steal an Amazon Prime account from someone else and connect it to your Twitch account. If someone who watches Train gamble, if they're skewing the odds, then they're doing a horrible job with Train. Yeah. I don't care about the odds being rigged. You are still hypocrisy hunting. Okay, Dragon Fucker, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gift of subs. You're hypocrisy hunting. I'm not looking for hypocrisy. And I need you to understand, I'm not looking for hypocrisy. I'm looking for impact, okay? The impact of the action of playing Gamba to a gigantic fucking audience and possibly getting a decent chunk of them, maybe not 50% or whatever, but even 10% of them to like literally fucking engage in the act of gambling and fuck their lives up in irreparable fashion. Okay. Arguing about it being rigged implies that it would be okay if it wasn't rigged. Exactly. That's precisely my point. I don't give a fuck because it is rigged. All Gamba is rigged. All of it. It's rigged in the favor of the house. Like casinos literally have rigged it in the favor of the house. I hope you guys understand that. Okay? That's literally how this works. There is a mathematical certainty, okay? The house is going to win. That's how this works. You're not different. You're not going to be different. You're not built differently, okay? You're going to lose your fucking life. If you think that way, you are probably the biggest sucker in the room, okay? If only 10% of his chat puts in 100 euros, the online casino will have made 1 million euros. This is a personal question, but how do I cope with the vice and destitution brought up to people by gambling when it's the mechanism through which my family makes our livelihood? I live in Vegas and my dad has worked in the casino industry 20 plus years. He's seen countless people ruin their lives but support us in the whole city. Dude, I know. There's a lot of fucking... I know you're a Vegas Andy. I remember you from talking about Vegas when I was there door knocking and shit, but I don't know. I don't know how to fucking... Like, I see you as infinitely less morally culpable than someone who doesn't have to fucking work in someone who isn't like locked in to their destiny of like working in the appropriate industry of the area that you grew up in, that you happen to grow up in. I see you simply as a pawn in the system. I see you as a victim in that situation more so than someone who is like purposely fucking someone who's like taking on an additional role. What? That Babylon B account got banned on Twitter and is asking you to follow them in their name on their new account. A Babylon B Hassan, I got follow me here arc. What the fuck? It's so... Odds being skewed is not about hypocrisy. It's about impact. The impact is worse since the stream content is designed to be the best advertisement. So it's rid. It's a bigger sin. It's not hypocrisy. I mean, yeah, it is a bigger sin in that situation, but I watched a Dota streamer and he suddenly started playing Gamba. I know Gamba is bad and I felt like trying it. I just stopped watching a stream when he Gambas. I agree there's a difference, but the way that Lowy gave his entire channel over that poker channel, they were plugging their own online poker site the entire time. I'm surprised he didn't get the same criticism. Bro, I actually asked him about that. I was like, what the fuck? Did you get like a fuckload of money or something? What are you doing? And no. They just said that they were going to run the production and they had no control over what the fuck they ended up saying on the production. Dude, they literally used Mr. Beast to advertise gambling. They literally used Mr. Beast to advertise like a fucking giveaway. They used his likeness. How insane is that, dude? No, it wasn't crypto. It's a real casino. They're so fucking grimy, dude. They were like, yeah, we'll handle the production side. Don't worry. Like, we have our cameras and stuff. How fucking nuts is that? I was like, dude, you're crazy. If it doesn't matter if XQ said he loves gambling, if it was legit win casino, or even if he lost, at the end of the day, he's still shilling to his fans into a situation that can fuck them up. Even get the bag is kind of shit. Yeah, it's 20 mil, but so what? You're blessed with the opportunity to make more money shilling mid Ubisoft games? 100%. Not more money. No, the Gamba sponsorships are fucking stupid, chat. Like, they are. They literally, I mean, being a fucking top of the line Twitch streamer is already like life-changing money. Gamba sponsorships are like your grandchildren are never going to need to work a day in their lives, like straight up, straight the fuck up. It is like insane, absolutely insane. How much they offer you? I don't think you understand. When you are quite literally seen as like one of the many faces of being on the anti-gambling movement, Gamba websites don't fucking come to you with offers, okay? And he says that shilling bad games is worse. Yeah, no, that's bullshit. I mean, the funny issue is that since stake is so obviously going to be another crypto rug pull where one day the owner's going to take the billions of Bitcoin and straight up dip. I don't know if they can do that. They know they need to buy you out of your morals. Yeah, dude, give me fucking $1 billion. No. Dude, bad video games are not even remotely comparable to fucking Gamba. I'll be 100% honest with you guys, straight up. Like, the only thing that will stop xQc from gambling, most likely, is if he doesn't have 100,000 people watching him when he's gambling. That's it. This man cares about the content that he's making more than anything else, okay? He clearly cares more about the content that he's making than his own personal safety. Like, literally streams for like 12, 15, 16, 18 hours, okay? He's not going to stop as long as there's people. As long as he's got 100K plus, dude, no fucking shot. He doesn't give a fuck if, like, money. It's the easiest way to make content. You're just fucking clicking on something, and the anticipation and the addiction is helping you go along with it, and that's why you can do fucking you can do, like, you know, hours and hours and hours of this without stopping. Yeah, and the drama itself around it probably feeds into it too. He's just gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to, and that's it. Someone's gonna clip that and say you want him to lose his fan base and career. No, I don't. I don't give a shit. I mean, I like I said, I only hope that he stops for his own safety and the safety of his fans. But the content is so bad. Well, I don't understand how anyone can watch it, dude. What are you talking about, dude? Dude, he's literally losing $1 million in like an hour or some shit, okay? That is insane for so many people. They're like, people like the content itself is literally baked in. You don't have to do anything. You're just clicking a button. And your reactions are genuine regardless. You don't have to, like, try. You don't have to think. You're just clicking a button. It's built in max juicer fucking content because people will sit there and straight up fucking watch you lose millions of dollars. I don't find it entertaining, but plenty of people do. How is $1 million an hour considered to be advertising? Sounds pretty shite to me. Yeah, dude. Famously, when you... Famously, dude, when you lose money, people are like, oh, man, I'm watching this guy lose a lot of money. I'm not going to gamble anymore. I'm just not going to do it. No, when you fucking lose money, people are like, well, this guy's an idiot. I'm fucking way smarter than xQc. I'll be able to make the money. And then they start gambling. If he's winning, they remember the wins and go, I'm fucking way luckier and way smarter than xQc. I'll fucking win. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, what matters is once you fucking start playing, you are looking for the thrill of anticipation, okay? You're not... John Fetterman has defeated Conor Lamb, by the way, in the PA Senate Democratic primary, even though